Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video and it is planner overload. So today I am filming my 2025 planner lineup. This is a really off the cusp video. So I was talking to Anna in a voice note about 15 minutes ago about my plans for filming my planner setups. And I am introducing new videos to my channel next year. And Anna was like, oh yeah, that'll be a really good way to introduce the planner. And I was like, oh yeah, I didn't really think about that. That I am going to be doing journaling videos on the channel. So primarily at the minute, my videos are 7x9 memory spreads and like unboxing and haul videos. But I am moving into 3 journals next year. So I will also be doing journaling videos. And my journals are really heavily inspired by 2 of my favourite YouTubers. Erin, who is Erin Smith Art, who I discovered a couple of months ago by accident. I think I came across it looking for reading journal inspiration. So originally I was just looking for inspiration for my reading journal and I totally fell in love with Erin's videos, and so has Theodora. Erin has actually inspired Theodora so much. So if by any random chance that Erin has time and is watching this video, which is so unlikely, but if she is, thank you so much because you have given my daughter this amazing hobby. Like, she was doing it anyway, just because she's kind of at that age now. She's 6.5, so she's like seeing me do it, but she literally like comes home from school and says, can we watch a planner video? Is there a new video from Erin? So she's very like inspired by Erin. So thank you, Erin. But I've also recently discovered Jashi Corinne, who is another amazing journaling YouTuber, and her journals are like chef's kiss goals. And yeah, so all of my journaling will be heavily inspired by them because their spreads are just amazing. Definitely check out both of their channels. I'm going to link them in the description below. They have just got crazy inspiration for journals. They've got some amazing videos as well of like I'm pretty sure Jashi has one which is like 200 bullet journal spreads, which is like crazy out of this world. But I have literally been watching their videos, both of them, with like a notepad and pen, crazy making ideas of spreads, of themes. Like, they both just smash it out of the park every time. But I am going to start with my regular 7x9 memory planner first. So we will just get those out of the way. Sorry about the dodgy reflection. But this is my 2025 memory planner. So it is from Tilly Journals. Tilly is one of my wonderful friends, and I am so happy that Tilly is back open. She's been opening for very limited planner releases over the past 12 months, but she's back open with no intention to close. And yeah, I did do a separate video showing the 7x9 planner I bought last year and regrettably did not use. I have actually got something new for that, and I've realised it's not in this pile, so I will grab that. But I had to pick up a new one for 2025, so I grabbed the Terrazzo cover. It's like a peachy colour, it's so beautiful, and I didn't get it removable. And the reason I didn't do that is because I tend to pack my planners, and when I get removable covers, so this is my 4th year in a 7x9, so I've got 2021, 22, no I've not, I've got 22, 23, 24, and this will be the 4th one, 25. And I have removable covers on the other 3 and they just pop off. By the time I get to like September, the covers are popping off. Now, to be fair, Tilly's coils are bigger, so I doubt that it would do that with Tilly's planner, but just to be safe, I didn't get a removable cover. And I got the grid pattern inside, and I got the regular pattern on the outside. But I'm just going to move that out of the way so that the glare goes away, so that I can show you the inside of the planner. I will probably also do like a smaller flip through when I film my setup video, but this is a bit more detail. So first things first, you have this gorgeous vellum sheet. Now, I hate to say it, but I am going to remove this sheet. And the only reason I'm going to do it is because you can see the colours here, and I just feel like it takes away from this really pale, gorgeous, peachy coloured cover. I am going to take it out, but I am not by any means going to get rid of it. I am going to use it in either a journal or across like these pages. So it won't be wasted, but I just don't like that you can see it on the cover. I think if I'd have picked a different cover, if I just grab my one that I bought last year, you can see here that you can see, that's the back, you can see it here, but because the cover is a bit more florally and detailed, it doesn't really matter. But I just think that because it kind of doesn't match the cover, it just kind of takes away from the cover. So I'm going to take it out when I do my setup, but I will trim off the holes and I will use it elsewhere. We've then got this very simplified first cover, and I love this. Tilly had taken on feedback that, you know, the last cover was very covered in these colours and they weren't necessarily for everyone, so this is really easy to cover if you wanted to. I probably will do, just because I like to go all out with my deco on my front page. Then we've got our first divider. Tilly does send tab labels with hers, but I am wanting to use different ones, so I won't be using them. But you do get this overview. My planner is undated, but you get January 25 to April 28. I will remove this page. I won't use it. But then you do have your yearly overview pages. Sorry, I'll just move that over. You do have your yearly overview pages for 12 months. And then we're into the monthlies. So we've got a complete blank page, so you can decorate here with your month cover. Obviously, as it's undated, you could start at any month, but I'll start at January. We've got our monthly spread, which is completely plain other than the days of the week at the top. It's a Monday start, but you could very easily cover those if you wanted Sunday start because there's no dates. Then we have our weeklies, and I got a kind of special weekly planner. So it has got a plain sidebar down the side, and then what we've got here is every day of the week has just got one continuous column. However, what we do have is, I'm hoping they will show on camera, but here and here are two very faint lines. So if you want to use the traditional 7x9 spread, which is a header, a full box, a header, and then two boxes with your washi at the bottom, there are very faint guidelines as to where those boxes lie. I won't use them. I don't use a traditional layout. I do want to try it before the end of the year in my 2024 planner because Anna from Plannerface has started doing them, and we were talking about it being like a very easy way to kind of set out the week and to have a base. So I do want to try it, but it's not my traditional go-to. And again, we've just got very light days at the bottom, which can easily be covered with date covers if you want to use it continuously. I did talk about this in the last video about Tilly's planners, but they're called the Functional Flexi Planner, and I have never known a planner to have a more appropriate name. These planners are so flexible and they're amazing quality, and they're made by Tilly in the UK. She hand prints, punches, coils, she makes her covers, she does everything herself. So it always feels very rewarding because she's my friend, but it's also a small business. So you have enough weeklies. You have 5 weeklies per spread. Obviously, sometimes there won't be 5 weeks in a month, so you might not need it. But what I did in the last time I used an undated was I just used glue tape to glue the pages together. And that meant that they weren't just kind of empty pages at the back. So we have got 12 months of that. So I'm going to skip to the back. And then here we have got our notes section. So we've just got this page that just literally says notes in black text. And then we have got just plain dot grid pages. You could put anything in here. I weirdly don't use these very much. I've tried to use them in previous planners. I think I tried to use them in 2023. I will probably put the Formula 1 calendar in here, and maybe like, I don't know how many notes pages I actually got, but I would like to maybe use, I think there's definitely more than 12 there because 6 double spreads would be 12. It would be nice to maybe do like one per month as like a picture collage or something. I mean, I mainly do that in my journal, but I tend to journal like items all at once. So like in my journal, for example, I've got like a spread for Taylor Swift, a spread for Plannerfest, a spread for when I went to Southwest Planner Club, whereas this would just be like a selection of photos that I took in that month. It's got hot in my office. just roll my sleeves up. Yeah, so I would quite like to do something like that. I don't know, they're totally free, so you can do what you want with them. Then after all the notes pages, you get some sticker release paper. Again, not sure I will use this. I might use it, I think it depends. But it's really handy if you want to keep like leftovers of kits or like headers, any kind of stickers, super helpful. And then you do get a pocket at the back, which you could kind of hold planning notes in, or kits or anything, or just like important documents. So that is super handy. And then of course we have our back cover. So this will be my 2025 7x9 memory planner, where I will use all my kits, and yeah, just a continuation of the past 3 years. So I'm very excited about this. Tilly's shop is open, you can buy planners. However, just to note, the deadline for guaranteed 2025 delivery has passed. So if you do order, there is a chance it could be after the new year when you get it. But if you're unsure, just check the shipping times on the website. And they are worth the wait. So, you know, we're only 3 days past it. So I'm filming this on Sunday. The deadline was Thursday. So by the time this goes up in a couple of days, we'll still probably be less than a week past it. But that was the cutoff for guaranteed. So there obviously is no guarantee that it will come before the 1st of January if you order it now. But the sooner you order it, the sooner it will come. And I promise you it's worth it. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. The paper is so white, so smooth. And yeah, it's just that handmade element. So that is my 2024 memory planner. 2025 memory planner, sorry. And then next up, I want to show you this. So this is the Tilly Journals planner that I bought last year. It is undated, but it says 2024 functional flexi planner. It's got this old style cover page that I've not actually done anything with yet. I do want to do something with that. It's got the monthly overviews, which I won't use. I took out the date page because I am using this as a 3-year journal. So I've talked about this a little bit on my Instagram, and a few years ago I came across, I think it was from Lights Planner Action, and I came across this idea of doing a 5-year journal, which was basically where every day there was a prompt and it was a question or tell us like a statement that you had to answer, and you asked yourself the same question / statement every day for 5 years. So effectively, say like, I don't know, the first day of the year, like what are your New Year's resolutions? And you would answer that same question on the 1st of January every day for 5 years. So basically what I did was I wrote my own prompts, 366 of them, enough in case your period went over a leap year. And I created a group on Facebook called the 5-Year Journal. I'll link it in the description below. And effectively, it's got quite big, as in the sense that lots of people kind of cottoned onto this last year. So I think I set it up at the end of 2022, and then 2023, I moved house and it's just like crazy, and my planner went down the toilet and I didn't start it. I did start it at the beginning of 2024, and then when kind of my big life event happened in March, I stopped doing it because I realised that the answers were going to be triggering next year for January to March, and I felt like it was going to very much put me in a negative stance at the beginning of 2025. So I abandoned it, and if I'm completely honest, I entirely forgot about it. Then the lovely Sophie of Rhymer Made, she owns Rhymer Made. She's Rhymer Plans on Instagram and Rhymer Made. Rhymer Made is the shop. She reminded me that I had done this while she posted saying that she is almost a year in and she has kept up with it. And basically it's got big again. So around this time every year, people come across this concept of creating a 5-year journal, and they join the group, they get the prompts. The prompts are created by me, and they were a whole series of elements. So there was some internet research. I put a poll on Instagram like what would be 2 years ago, asking for some suggestions. just random. Some of them are individual, some of them are repeated. So I think, for example, every month there is like a mid-month check-in, which is the same question at around the middle of every month. And you could keep them, you could repeat them, you could change them. The prompts are not fixed. You can change them. I'm not precious about them. But there's enough for 366 days. There's a birthday question, so you can move that to your birthday. Mess around with the dates. They're not set dates. They're just 366 bullet points. So you can move that birthday question to whenever your birthday is. There's also holiday focus questions. If you do or don't celebrate Christmas or any other holiday, you can move those, change those. And there is a disclaimer, and I will say it here in case anyone joins the group, but there is no intention to offend anybody by the prompts. You are free to change them at your will. So I'll just say that here because, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, well, I don't celebrate Christmas. The post that I have uploaded the prompts to on the Facebook group is very clear. You can change them to fit as you will, as you wish. Also in the group, there is a post about the planners that people were using, and I was considering getting an A5 bullet journal, mainly because that's like a go-to. However, I happen to have a spare 7x9 planner that I wasn't doing anything with, and I thought, fine, it's time to purpose it. So I've decided to do a 3-year journal. Now, before I explain the spreads, I want to kind of talk to you about why I have decided to do it as a 3-year journal. This planner has 3 separate boxes. So whereas my new planner has the continuous column, this planner, see if you can see here, just very slightly, there is an end of the box. Now, it wouldn't have mattered, you could have, I'll just split that like that so it's, no I won't. You could have just covered the box with a box, like it wouldn't have mattered. You could have just continually used the column, which was what I planned on doing. But in 2027, I am 30. Now I'm 30 in April, so it will continue past my 30th birthday, but I actually thought it was like a really good opportunity to take me to 30. And there happen to be 3 boxes. So I have decided to do a 3-year journal. I'm using the same prompts. You could use it as a 1-year journal if you just wanted a journaling prompt every day. You could just do it for 1 year. There's not, it's really not, I'm really not precious about it at all. You can use the prompts however you wish, it's entirely up to you. But I decided to use the same prompts that I wrote. I've not read them in 2 years, so I don't even remember what they say. But this is how I'm going to use this planner. So I'm just going to go back. Basically what I have done is, on the monthly spread, there are days of the week. I've just used, every sticker in this book so far is leftover kits. From Plannerface kits that I have used, and I've tried to keep the same kind of format through the planner because part of me is a bit funny about like things looking the same, but the colours are very sporadic, they're very random, that kind of thing, and this planner is a work in progress at the minute. I was working on it last night, so it's not by any means anywhere near finished, but I basically cover the days of the week just because you need to use an undated planner because you only want to go by the 1st of January, the 2nd of January. You can't go by the days of the week because every year the days of the week will change. So I just covered these, and I'm literally just working 1 to 31. And in February, I'm working 1 to 28. There are no leap years in the 3 years I'll be using this journal. If you do a 5-year journal or a 4-year journal, there will be a leap year, so you'll need 29. I don't have 29 because 25, 26 and 27, none of them are leap years. And you can see that that's literally as simple as it is. What I am basically going to do is write the prompts on the monthly spread so that on the 1st of January, the prompt every year is the same. And that's how I'm going to do that. I'm then going to answer these questions in the boxes. So I've used like washi tape, leftover kits from Plannerface. If I had some extra full boxes, I've used that in the sidebar. I've not done it on every spread. I've managed 3, I think. You'll see the colours are very random, rainbow, sporadic. It's not supposed to be thingy. I've not managed to find enough full boxes yet to do that spread, but I will do as I keep using more kits. I'll probably just set it up as I go. But that is how I'm going to use this planner. So on the 1st of January, I will answer whatever prompt is on the 1st of January, and I will answer it for 3 years. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Like I say, I will link the group in the description below if you want to join it and you want to do this project for 1 year, for 5 years, for however many years you want. And yeah, I hope you like the prompts. But that is set up mostly for January. I need some washi on these. I need to write on the years on these spreads. I did the dates but didn't do the years. It was late last night. Same with this one. And then I need 4 boxes here on washi, and I need to write the years on. Then I stuck sticky notes in the pages that are blank. So these are not needed because I will go to the 31st of January. Because this is an undated planner, it has 5 weeks, and therefore I will always fit the whole month in the month that it's in. I'm not doing it like a planner because it's not a continuous thing. It's just 31 days in January 3 times. And again with February, you'll see towards the back, I've got more blank pages with there obviously only being 28 days, so it takes me to 4 full weeks. It's not a Sunday I will cover these, but these are blank. I'll either glue them together, decorate them maybe, I don't know. So yeah, and on my tabs I have used Plannerface custom scripts that I just happen to have. I normally use Josephine Bow Designs coiled planner tabs, but I just didn't have any. So I use these custom scripts that I happen to have. I think I got these to finish a sheet, and I'll use Josephine Bow tabs on my 2025 memory planner. But yeah, I kind of really love this. I love how it's like turned out. I'm really looking forward to doing it. And I do know that in the next 3 years I may come across periods that are triggering. The reason I abandoned it in 2024 was that it was triggering in a different way, something that I wouldn't necessarily cope well with if I revisited. So it wasn't right for me to continue the planner and come across it in 2025 because it would just have put a very negative outview on the first 3 months of the year. And to be honest, I'm in the mindset that the first 3 months are the most important, so they need to not have a negative outlook because otherwise it's just going to set the tone for the year. So if it happens in the next 3 years, then it happens. I can't imagine it being what happened this year, so that's all I'm going to say about it, but that's why I've abandoned it. So I wasn't using a 7x9 this year. I was using a take a note planner, and I'd written the prompts like in the sidebar and then was using it, had redated it and was using it that way. But I really like this. It gives me some opportunity to do some decoration and to use this planner that I hadn't used. So yeah, they are the 2 coiled planners of the year. So next up we have got the journals, and there are only 3 here. I am missing 2. I think I'm missing 2. Reading journal, daily journal, travel journal. No, I'm missing 1. I'm missing 1 and it's on its way, and it's a duplicate of this. So that's why I'm filming. Yeah, that's why I'm filming this video, because it doesn't matter because the journal is exactly the same. So I'm going to start with this one, and then I'll move over to my Ochre and Olives. So you may have seen these, or no, you will be seeing these in a haul video. This video will go up before the haul. But these are the Papershire 160 page dot grid journals. They have got 160 GSM paper and a quite dark, large dot grid. And I will be using 3 of these. No, I'll be using 2. Someone else will be using 1. So I do have one here, which I have already started. And this is my everyday to-do list. I've got into a really bad habit of wasting paper by basically using like an A6 notepad, writing a to-do list, ticking them off and throwing it in the bin. Well, I say throwing it in the bin, recycling it, but binning it basically. And I'm trying not to do that. So I effectively have done a really basic setup with this. I've just put a vinyl on the front from Rainbows and Ravens Patreon rewards. This is from Oh Hello Feelings Co. I've got a tiny sticky pocket here just in case I need to pop anything in, and a vinyl which was a part of swag at Southwest Planner Club from Papershire. And then basically this is the only thing I have done in it, is just literally this one page. It's just to-dos, and that will just work continuously until the journal is finished. They're home to-dos, work to-dos, just anything on that day that I need to do. So I will be using that continuously, and this journal is the same. So I'll be using 2 of these. I will be using 1 as a travel journal. So I am going on a ridiculous amount of holidays in the next 2 years. I've got an aversion apparently to like just living normally in the UK. I mean, who wouldn't with the weather? But I am going on 6 holidays in the next 2 years at least, and that does not count the other 2 that I am in the midst of planning and booking. And I really, really, really want to journal them. I want memories. I'm trying to visit 30 countries before I'm 30. I will achieve that goal based on what I've got booked. But I want to use it as a travel journal. So that's what I'll be using this for. It's obviously not set up at the minute. I will be doing a video setting this up. But that is the first thing I'll be using it for. Basically just kind of do junk journaling, maybe some... is it called ephemera? Ephemera? I don't know how you say it. Ephemera? I don't know. When you stick things in that you get, basically, like tickets to events, that kind of thing. And if I go away for the day, if I go away for a weekend, even in the UK, any travelling I go on, I am going to put in this journal. So that's the first one of these. And then the second one is going to be a giveaway journal that I am going to prep and give away. So this idea came from Erin of Erin Smith Art, who I mentioned at the beginning, but Jashi Corinne also does these, and basically they set them up and they give them away. And I just think it's so nice. I think it's such a nice way to give back to the community and as like a thank you for supporting channels. So mine will not look anything like theirs, so please don't watch theirs and expect it to look like that, because it will not. I am going to be primarily using Oh Hello Feelings Co., Rainbows and Ravens, Josephine Bow Designs, Plannerface journaling kits, and yeah, really looking forward to doing that. I don't quite know how it's going to go. The way that Erin does it is she sets it up in advance for 6 months. So she has set up a giveaway journal. She calls it the mystery journal. She's set it up for January to June and she'll give it away in December. And then she sets it up in May, I think, for July to December and gives it away before July. So that person has it. So it's like 6 months. So yeah, not really decided yet. Not sure what I'm going to call it. Don't know how I'm going to do it, but I am going to do it. I'm probably going to do it for the second half of 2025, just because I'm not entirely sure I'm going to have time now before the end of November to set it up and give it away. So it'll probably start from July. And yeah, I'm going to give that away. So that's what I will be using this Papershire journal for. It is I'm pretty sure it's a vegan leather cover. I'm sure it's vegan. It's not real. I'm trying to see on the front. It doesn't say, but yeah, I'm 99% sure it's vegan. It's like a vegan PU cover thing. So yeah, really pretty, really good quality, and it has this really cute bookmark as well, which is nice. So that is what I will be using this journal for. So next up, I have got my everyday journal. This is going to be my everyday journal. I picked this up on a D-stash in one of the planner groups for a ridiculously cheap price. And this is a star sign, not my star sign. I will cover it so it doesn't matter. Both of the Archer and Olive journals I'm using this year, which I will grab, are exactly the same, and I covered both of them. So they are both the part of this same range, which is the astrology range, but neither of them were my star sign, so I just covered them. One's my reading journal, one's my everyday journal. They will both be abandoned at the end of the year, regardless of how much is left. There's about half left in this one, I think, or maybe just over half. There's about a third left in this one, but I do want a really fresh start for 2025, so I will finish these no matter what. But they're all part of the same range. It's got gorgeous I think it's silver? Yeah, silver foiled edges, and it's also got this, like I say, foiled kind of embossing on the front that I won't use. I think I paid £10 for this, which is really cheap. They're about £30 in the UK. And it's just got this but belongs to. It's not got the inside foiling, but that doesn't matter. I will just cover that page. And again, it's just a dot grid. So this will be my everyday journal. Archer and Olive are the go-to, and there's a reason for that. They're amazing. They hold up so well. They're really good quality. They're beautiful designs. The only thing I would say is that the material covers often need lint rolling. They get things stuck to them. So yeah, they can sometimes end up fluffy, especially if you have pets. I don't have pets, but yeah, fluffy. But other than that, yeah, very excited to be moving into this. I will probably put a poll on Instagram for what I will cover it with. I'll use some kind of vinyl, most probably. In fact, I might do this one. I have got my like vinyl thing here, but I really love this one from the Paper Lobster. It's so pretty, and it's got a like hollow sparkly overlay, and it fits actually perfectly. So there's a very high chance that that will be the one I use. But I'll have a good look through all of my vinyls to see which one I want to use. I've got so many of them. I've got an entire box and that album full. So that will be my 2025 everyday bullet journal. Last but not least, we have my favourite of all. This is going to be my reading journal, and this journal is exquisite. It's quite possibly the most beautiful journal I think I've ever seen. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so beautiful. I adore it. I sometimes get it out of the box and stroke it. I'm not ashamed to say that. I actually do sometimes just get it out of the box and look at it. I've had it a good couple of months now, and waiting to set up this journal is like waiting for Christmas. It is not coming quick enough. I am desperate to set up this journal. It is a gorgeous deep green. It's the exact same colour as my kitchen, which I love, and it has got these stunning, they look silver to me, but they feel kind of hollowy. It's basically shooting stars, and then in the inside we have these silver shooting stars, which is just so beautiful. It's stunning. I cannot wait to set up this journal. I've not chosen a theme. We've got this gorgeous deep green bookmark, of course, with the Archer and Olive logo at the bottom. And yeah, it's really, really stunning. So beautiful. I would really like to potentially get my name at the bottom on like a silvery or hollow vinyl. It's very precious to me. I am so glad I grabbed this. I looked everywhere, and it was from Art from the Heart. It was in my September haul, I think, or my August haul. And I got it from Art from the Heart, which is a UK stationery shop. And yeah, it's beautiful. So this is going to be my reading journal. I am really changing up my reading journal this year. My 2023/2024 reading journal is quite basic. It's like very, I don't know, it's just, there's not a lot of thought in it. So I set up this from these two elements were from my 2023 Oh Hello Feelings Co advent calendar, and then I've got this really cute reading vinyl from Every Minute a Story, and one from the Coffee Monsters Co sub. Originally I was using these from Thumbelina print and like writing the names on with like washi, and I was writing in all of my reviews. Don't kind of stop to read these if you don't want spoilers for these books, but that was how it was going for a while, and that was kind of how I used it all the way through 2023. I just started kind of marking the books, yeah, and then I kind of switched up how I was like summarizing them into like 5 elements. Like I say, I'll go through this a bit more in when I do the flip through. But I then decided to start like setting myself goals. These are from Wisporia, and kind of doing some, I've done 2 reading challenges. So I did 24 books in 24, which was 12 books from these prompts from Wisporia and 12 books of my choosing. I finished that, and then I moved on to do a reading challenge, which was A to Z of books. And I started summarising it this way, but I've no yearly summaries. And I got tired of writing out my reviews, and I was so behind that I had to start typing them and sticking them in. So I just typed them literally and printed them onto sticker paper and started sticking them in. I really love printing the book cover, and I will do that. I like using the Plannerface star ratings, but I think I'm effectively going to do a lot more with this next year. I did do the mid-year reading check-in, which was nice. I used Plannerface custom scripts to do these. Did it a bit like a journaling spread, which was super cute. But I really want to take some inspiration from Erin and start doing more elaborate spreads for my favourite books. Like, I just have so much to say about, like, Iron Flame. Like, the first line of my review, without any spoilers, is how do I live my life until January? Because how on earth do I cope with waiting for Onyx Storm to come out? Who knows? But yeah, I've got lots of room in this, but I've obviously not finished. I'm only at November and I've read another 2 books since then. I've not got December in here. I've not got my end of the year summary, so there won't be many pages left by the time I'm finished. But I also need space next year for my book club. So it has been my dream since I was about 18 to start a book club. I used to go to a book club and then I had my daughter and I could no longer go to a book club due to childcare. So I took the leap at the end of October and launched a virtual book club. It's entirely free. It's called Peaches and Pages. It's named after my daughter, whose nickname is Peach. And yeah, we are about to have our first ever call. So we are on our very first book. And I will need spreads for my book club books and that kind of thing. So yeah, very much looking forward to growing into this beautiful journal next year. And that is my 2025 planner lineup. We have gone from 1 planner at the start of the year to 1 planner and 2 journals that you did not see. I have never done any filming of my journals on camera, but I am now going to 2 coiled planners, 4 journals or 3 journals and a to-do list book. You won't see the to-do list book, but you will see the 7x9 memory planner, you will see my reading journal, you will see my everyday journal, and you will see my travel journal. I will also film the giveaway journal setup. Still haven't got a name. I don't want to call it the mystery journal because that's what Erin calls her journal, and I've already stolen the idea from her. I know that I'm sure, you know, other people do this too, but she was my personal inspiration for doing it, so I do want to call it something else. But you will be seeing lots more planners on my channel. So please subscribe if you don't already. I wouldn't want you to miss any of the excitement in 2025. And I suppose the next thing is I need to get these set up. So let me know in the comments if you got all the way through this video, thank you. Let me know which setup video you're most looking forward to. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, I'd love if you could give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see future videos, I'd love if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.